Tuscaloosa County High School has a proud tradition, but recently it's been a struggle. That's understandable considering who they have to play in region action each and every week. But Coach Jay Todd and the Wildcats are trying to turn things around, as we learn in this visit with Coach from Jerry Young.
I don't think who Coach Todd is really matters. You know, I don't really care if anybody knows my name or remembers me. I just hope they remember Jesus. You know, that's what you know. There's a song. I don't care if they remember me. I don't need to leave a legacy. I just want to remember Jesus, and that's what I'm about. You know.
What drives you?
Success. You know. We want to be successful, and we're in the business of winning. So number one for us is winning kids over to Jesus Christ. And in order to continue to have that platform, we got to be winning games on Friday nights. You know, so we're in the business of winning. So just being successful, finding a way to win kids, win football games, develop great relationships with these kids that hopefully could last a lifetime, and develop men for our country and our nation. To be leaders, because they're going to be in that role one day. So that's what drives me. You know, I've got a beautiful wife at home, and we've got 3 beautiful kids. So we just try to use that time together. You know, we like to travel when we can. Destination one for us is going to be Orange Beach in the summer, and it's going to be Gatlinburg in the winter. You know, so if we can make those trips happen, that's what we're going to do with our time. I do like to fish. I wish I could say I catch, but I do more fishing than I do catching. But other than that, you know, there's not a lot of time for anything else. Well, the motivation part really hasn't been that difficult because of the way that it ended. You know, it was abrupt. It was unknown of what was going to happen, and we got out for spring break and we never came back. And it was such an unfortunate deal with spring sports seniors. With those guys and girls having their seasons cut short and never getting that back. So our kids had a lot of friends that were impacted by that, and there's a lot of things, a lot of times you don't really know what you've got till it's gone, and they got to experience that through other people. It was an unfortunate situation. So guys having spring football taken from them, having time away from their friends and their classmates and their teammates taken away from them. So being able to get that back, the motivation part hasn't been difficult. It's the social distancing while we're out here trying to knock each other's head off, and all those kind of things. Not sharing water bottles when it's 95 degrees out here and you just died for something to drink. I don't care where it comes from, just give me something. You know, those are the kind of things that's probably more difficult than actually motivating kids. Well, our expectations are to compete against the standard every day, and the standard is excellence. It has nothing to do with our opponents, the title of the game, whether it be a region game or a rivalry game or homecoming, the situation in the game. None of those things should drive us. It's the standard of excellence that should drive us. So that's what we preach every day. Our motto is 1-0. Every single play has a life of its own. Every single second of every day has a life of its own. So we've got to attack those situations like a champion. And regardless of how successful or not I was on the previous one, I've got to move to the next one. So I expect our guys to buy into what we've been preaching, and if we do that, then we're going to have more successes than failures. Running back Damian Taylor has committed to Troy. Damian is an outstanding player, obviously, or he wouldn't have the opportunities that he's gotten. But he's an outstanding student with a 3.5 or better GPA. He's an outstanding worker. He's an outstanding leader. He's a great teammate. He's just a great individual to be around. So Damian is great for us. We have 6 guys that have scholarship offers at this point in time. Connor White, a senior quarterback, has done a great job in competing with Brax Garrison, who is a younger guy. He's going to be a 23 guy who will probably have Power 5 offers before it's said and done for him. We've got a safety, Darius Williams, who's got some offers, a defensive lineman, Talendo McKay, linebacker, Austin Pate, wide receiver, Ced Williams. So we've got some guys who have generated some interest. But all that does is put a little bit bigger target on your back. There's a lot of height. There's a lot of expectations that come along with that, but that's good. you want there to be expectations. If not, then you're probably not in the right place. So we're really excited about those seniors, and then we'll have some underclassmen that when it's their time, they'll shine too. Competitive.
Why?
Our seniors, we have 24 seniors, and from the time that we've had our hands on them since they were ninth graders, we knew that they were an extremely competitive group. Those guys hate to lose. It does not matter what it is. If it's in the weight room, if it's on the practice field, if it's on the game field, if they're on the PlayStation, they hate to lose. Now they like to talk a little more than I'd like for them to, but they hate to lose. They're an extremely competitive group.
Thank you, Jerry, and thank you to Coach Todd. We look forward to following the Wildcats throughout the course of the year.